minutes? Email?
Well, I thought I emailed them and then maybe I didn't, but I apologize.
Okay, well,
I
are
thought
they here?
I emailed. It was earlier in the week. It was like Wednesday.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
That's
missed
okay.
it.
I don't see it either.
I missed it.
It was kind of a crazy week. I went to that basic accounting. That was a good class,
Oh,
though.
good.
Well, sorry about that, guys. I
No,
dropped the
that's
ball.
my fault because I went back and looked. And I'm like, because I was looking this morning and I'm like, I don't see that I sent those out, and I thought I had.
Is this a new employee for our health department, Pat? Is she the new nurse or something? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. But of course, you pronounce that name right.
Yeah, well, I wasn't even gonna try. That's why I pointed to you.
Yeah.
That's why I pointed to you. Being the hour of 9 o'clock, we will call our meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Bobbitt,
Here.
Ronk,
Here.
Hess.
Here.
We do have a quorum. Bow your head in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, as we gather here today to do the work before us, dear Lord, I ask that we will open our hearts and listen to you, that you will give us some guidance and direction, that we will make the right decisions for the people of our county and for our nation, dear Lord. I ask that you be with those that have inflictions of sickness, dear Lord. Lift them up into your care and keepings. We ask that you be with our troops overseas as well as here on the U.S. soils, dear Lord. Keep them safe from harm's danger. Allow them to come home to their families. I ask that you be with our president and all those in leadership, dear Lord. Give them the guidance and the direction because we are one nation under God. I ask this all in thy precious name. Amen.
Amen.
Pat, will you lead us in the flag salute today?
Salute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I acknowledge that the agenda was properly posted in accordance to the Open Meeting Act.
Consider an act on the minutes for March 5th, 2018 regular meeting.
And apologies to you all.
I move to approve the minutes from March 5th.
Second.
Motion was made by Pat Ronk and seconded by Hess to approve the minutes from March 5th. All in favor?
Bobbitt,
Abstain as I was not here.
Ronk,
Aye.
Hess.
Aye.
Oh, motion carried. Alrighty. Next item is comments from the public on below agenda items.
The only thing, I didn't really get the resolution worked up on the,
I meant
But
to
I'll-
get with you. I think we can table it and get the
Yeah,
wording on it. I
on for next
apologize. I
week. Okay,
forgot. I
okay,
didn't
that's
get
my
that.
only thing is that I didn't get that.
Yeah, I didn't get home in time to get with
That's
you.
kind of the way, yeah, that's kind of the way my week was too. Yeah.
Alrighty. So none. Transfer of appropriations. Do we have any transfers?
No.
No. Do we have a motion to review payment of purchase orders and travel claims?
I so move.
I'll second that.
Yes, motion. Ronk seconded to review payment of purchase orders and travel claims. All in favor?
Bobbitt,
Aye.
Ronk,
Aye.
Hess.
Aye.
All ayes. Motion carried unanimously. on the wind farm tower, road use agreement.
Oh, so it's still off of Block Falls.
Yes, it is. And I will be getting another one, and I don't remember how much it is. There'll be one more coming.
Okay, so what
Do you want an agenda?
Oh,
Just whichever one of my accounts you want to.
I'm sorry. Just, can you split it?
2005.
Can you split it? Yeah. Okay, why don't you put, 100,000 in new equipment and then the balance in M&O? Can you do that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that would be great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
I take it you guys aren't happy with Western equipment? Neither one of
Well,
you.
was it clipped on the back or something?
Yes, it was.
Oh.
I didn't want to give you trouble. I just want to give you trouble.
Here's a new one, Cindy.
Okay.
Burn ban's back on the
Thank you.
agenda.
Well,
Well,
I
we-
didn't
we-
know, they did it,
We did it Friday.
I was gonna say.
yeah, and I don't know why I put it back on there, just,
Well, just in
Well,
case.
It's
yeah,
gonna-
just,
it's gonna-
Just in case.
Well, make sure you put it on for next week.
right, cause
That's
it'll
that's when we-
expire
yeah.
then, yeah. And I did it to Monday, cause I thought, I didn't do the full 14, cause I wanted to get it back on track with the Monday meetings,
Very good.
so March.
So that was put in place Friday,
Friday afternoon, yes.
and it expires next Monday, is that correct?
Yeah, 4 o'clock next Monday. Here's another one.
You guys are just ripping
They had a record on Friday, I think it was 5 minutes.
Yeah.
The meeting was 5
And
minutes.
that's after only like a 35-minute meeting Monday.
Yeah, yeah.
We need.
Here,
Here,
right here.
there's just a
There,
few, but
there,
you can
that's
have
all
'em.
there. I don't think I'll need that many. Oh, Max, sign that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And then you can put this at the bottom of your stack too, or top, or whatever you want to do. that an extra?
Easier, yeah. Thank you.
Center Point just called me.
Mhm.
And you found the water bills for the Center Points. They've never come to me, and they
Yeah.
don't have, for some reason, they don't have our address on file. So we're probably 2 months and they're getting ready to shut it off.
So who do I need to talk? I mean,
They gave me a number to call and have them try to send us the bills, I guess.
we have. Wouldn't they set that up? Who set that up? I wonder. Who's been getting the bill?
That's what I'm gonna call and
Find out, yeah.
But I was sitting right there when he did it and gave him all of our information. So
Yeah.
well, the tech is sitting at the expo building right now. So I'm gonna try to get everything and see if we
Okay,
can get something done.
Well, yeah,
'Cause
well,
it's like
that,
$800.
yeah, that's messed up. I hate dealing with utility companies.
Which one?
CenterPoint on this time. Well, but AT&T,
Oh.
I am getting, I did at least get an email back from him, but still at a snail's pace on AT&T. Someone's got to pay for the building. Didn't used to be
Makes you
free.
not wanna put stuff in
I
paper.
know, didn't used to be free, that kind of stuff.
Evidently not anymore.
That's ridiculous.
Mhm.
Was that 1 week?
Yep.
Wow.
No, 2 weeks. But still.
Still, yeah. Just think, when we get our new system, that'll already be in there and I can just email it to you. 'Cause we'll put it in as soon as we get it in.
Well, I just,
I know, I
I
know.
was gonna show those guys.
Yeah.
That's what.
It's always been put in there, hasn't it?
Max, you need to sign your blankets here.
What if I don't have to?
I hear
He was trying to see if you.
You would do it, huh?
Even Steven.
You notice I was nice and came up and signed my blanket.
Yes,
I left.
I made mention of that. I should have had her put that in the minutes. That I was appreciative.
You did make a comment. I do remember
Yeah.
that.
I had to sign it twice because I had to sign it up on top too. See.
Oh, wow.
I already.
All we like is finishing up here.
That's all it takes.
Check that one out. I got a story for you after the meeting.
So we didn't have no transfers, right?
No
Right.
transfers, that's correct.
I move to approve purchase orders and travel claims.
I'll second that.
Ronk moved, Hess seconded to approve the payment of purchase orders and travel claims. All in favor?
Bobbit.
Aye.
Ronk.
Aye.
Hess.
Aye.
All ayes, motion carried unanimously. Blankets, do we need a motion to approve the blankets?
I make a motion to approve the blankets.
Second.
Hess moved, Ronk seconded to approve the blankets as presented. All in favor?
Bobbit.
Aye.
Ronk.
Aye.
Hess.
All ayes, motion carried unanimously. Item D, burn ban for Grant County. We do not need that today as it had a special meeting on Friday and we are in a burn ban till 4 o'clock on Monday the 19th. Alrighty, and we will revisit it next week. Resolution 2018-14, National County Government Month, April 2018. I will get with you, Cindy,
Okay.
later, and we will
Reword
get
that, yeah,
that done. So we'll take just no action and put
Okay.
it on next month or
Mhm.
next week,
Next
please.
week. Mm-hmm.
Okay, item F, ODOT revolving fund lease purchase agreement 271041B1 2018 lowboy trailer.
Okay,
And
and
there's another one for district.
Oh, and ODOT Form 324A and invoice E00995 from Kirby Smith and Schumann.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I just
It's
here.
a mouthful.
There you go.
Okay,
Are
and
you good with that, Max?
Well, I
You
am
looked
good
at it?
with it. What it looked over, Cindy said that she had taken it up to Stephen, but Stephen said there wasn't no amortization schedule, which there isn't an amortization schedule with
for ODOT,
that.
no.
Has it been before? We pay the one-time fee and then it's just
Just
an equal payment.
Every
from-
month, right.
Yeah, every
So-
And
month.
I don't think he completely understood that. And so this was this morning when he brought it back to
I
me.
got
So
you.
then I asked him, I said, if we had the AM schedule or whatever, are you good with the rest of the
Yeah.
documents? And he said he was good with the rest of the documents. So I talked to Betty because I hadn't
Yeah.
seen Max yet. And when I was trying to get the AM, and she said the same thing Max just had said. And so I told Steven that, and he's like, well, you know, whatever, I'm getting ready to go into court. So he-
Okay.
I said, well, this really needs to
Yeah.
go in.
Okay.
So
I think we're good, and
I
if
am
we could
too.
just email her and just say to confirm it and attach that to
yes,
it.
and
as
I had asked her. I
backup.
said, "Can you give me something in writing to
there you
confirm
go.
that?" And she said, "Yes,
Yeah,
she would."
that would
So,
That being said, I move that we sign the lease purchase agreement with ODOT revolving fund.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, Ronk moved, Hess seconded to approve the ODOT revolving fund lease purchase agreement 271041. All in favor?
Bobbit.
Aye.
Ronk.
Aye.
Hess.
Aye.
All ayes, motion carried unanimously. Now, if I remember right, all of us sign on this one and Max
And I
signs there
sign-
too.
Yep,
Right?
I
Is
think
that
that's
correct?
right.
Okay.
Yep.
And I'm gonna. okay,
How did
we
the
have-
how did the CMI machine fit on there?
I guess it was fine.
Okay, well, there was some discussion and stuff about whether it would. Whoops.
I started signing up.
Do you want me to go print it
No,
again?
it's no.
It'll be
I'm used
fine.
to I'm signing on
Yeah,
the top.
and, yeah, and I
it's,
noticed on those,
yeah.
and it said do not change anything.
Okay,
So all I did
okay.
was add your name
Okay.
on there, but
So I just signed underneath you?
Yeah, sign there, and then the next page, there's another one, and I'll get it right on this one.
that'll be our copy.
Yeah, keep that one.
Yeah.
Anyway, what was we talking about?
That if it fit.
Oh, the low boy, and it did. I mean, they
Yeah.
got it hauled and moved.
Oh,
and
yeah.
everything. Are they starting today?
They were needing to do some
Changing.
just some work, just some minor stuff to it, but I think they were planning on running before lunchtime.
Yeah. Okay, there's just that first page to sign.
And there's a whole bunch of those. There's a bunch there to sign. Did you guys put one of these in our file back here?
I did not.
No, we did not. I bought mine today to do that, but if you're gonna put yours, that'll be fine.
Hello, the POs and blankets are ready if you all want to come get them. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Oh, that's okay. That is. Thank you. Appreciate it, Jenna.
Well, your copies were up a little bit this month.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, we'll take whatever we
Yeah,
can.
exactly.
Yeah, this is starting a new line item.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Making copies.
So you go, Mindy, make those copies. Which I guess y'all knew that Don Sink passed away.
Yeah. Cindy's.
Who passed away?
Don Sink, which is
Yeah, yeah. And Steve Kerr.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
really?
his funeral's today at 10.
I didn't know he passed away.
That was a bad deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it was. He was getting along pretty good. He'd come home and they think what happened, he got out of the pickup with his suitcase and they'd had trouble with this artery where this new artery had been fused and they had to cauterize it before, and he went to this school and come back and hit that or something and it tore it and he bled. Bad deal.
Yeah. Patty Freeman, such a sweetie. She sent a card to me to send to Desi.
Oh,
'Cause She
really?
didn't have
Really?
Desi. Yeah, she's just so thoughtful.
Yeah. Well, Betty's had quite a bit of health issues.
Yeah,
herself,
yeah. She and I visited last couple weeks ago, but she told me she was getting better.
That's good.
She's just a very helpful lady.
Yeah. She kind of stepped in behind Roger Chambers, and Roger had got to a point where he was
Kind of burned out. Or,
floating a lot.
oh, uh-huh.
Let's see, that goes with
Oh, this is the DA.
Dina's,
Oh.
that's part of
Oh, I'm-
Dina's stuff.
Usually I try to.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's.
I used to try to get rid of duplication.
I heard you girls was gonna do something for flowers for Dawn. I wanna donate to that.
Oh, well, okay.
That's okay.
Sure, sure.
Yeah, I will too. Yeah.
He was a good man. He was our bus driver when I was in, well, I used to go like this, but I mean junior high and high school. When we go on band trips and stuff, and he
Yeah.
always just had the biggest smile. You know, he's always, there were some of them that were fussy. He was never fussy. He wasn't one of the fussy parents.
Yeah.
We always liked when we got on his bus. So.
That's good.
Well, and his kind of came on suddenly. Because was supposed to go to the doctor, and he had doctor's appointments that day, and he got down there, or I guess he had fallen or something, and then they thought maybe he had a concussion because he vomited on the way to Enid.
Oh.
And then so then they put him in the hospital, and a day or two late, couple days, but hey,
Man.
I'd rather do that than hang on for weeks or
Yeah,
months or
exactly.
years. Yeah.
Yeah.
And on Steve, he's had a lot of health problems, hasn't he?
Steve's had that. He's had heart trouble, and then it just he's had 2 or 3 episodes with that.
I didn't know him real well, but he was always very nice and kind to me. Always.
He had trouble with circulation in his legs, and
That's
I don't know
yeah,
everything, but
yeah. Just part of what all was going on with his.
yeah. But he had got that artery put in, and one of my guys at work said on Facebook that he had put on there that he was doing real well, and that he was getting color back in that leg
Yeah.
for first time in a long time, and so it was just a shock that this
Yeah,
happened.
yeah.
Okay, I make a motion that we approve the officers' report for 2018, subject to audit.
I'll second that.
Hess moved, Ronk seconded to approve the monthly office reports for February 2018, subject to audit. All in favor?
Bobbitt.
Aye.
Ronk.
Aye.
Hess.
Aye.
All ayes, motion carried unanimously. And we just acknowledge the jail report. And acknowledge the Board of County Commissioners acknowledges the monthly jail report for the Sheriff's Office. State expenditures for the DA's office for February 2018.
A couple.
Oh,
I'm sorry, that's the
other
next one, yeah.
Gotcha, okay. I like that you attach these so we can see
Well,
that.
I mean, what's the point if you're
Yeah,
if
don't
I'm
have it
signing
that
off
way.
on something,
Yeah.
I wanna know what I'm
Good.
signing off
Exactly.
on.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Let's see, we sign
And the new software is going to make our lives so much easier.
here. Really?
Well,
Great.
when I went down there to see about the image stuff, they've got a new version of our purchase order software, and there's no charge to get it. And they're going to go ahead. There's only about 2 or 3 counties on it, but she's going to go ahead. She goes, "You're computer literate enough to."
Yeah.
It will let us set up to where, like, our monthly account summaries, it'll just automatically email those out to whoever wants. Like
Oh,
on this
wow.
account, if you want an account summary every month of your highway
It'll just
M&O,
be
it'll
from-
automatically email that to you.
Well, shoot you
and
out,
stuff
dude.
like
That's
that.
you know.
Great.
There's just going to be a lot of things that will help us.
Right.
That'll be great.
Yeah, that's what I was. That was my number one thing. I'm like, ooh, that will really help.
Yeah.
I move to approve the state expenditures for the DA's office.
I will second that.
Ronk move has seconded to approve the state expenditures for the DA's office for February 2018. All in favor?
Bobbit.
Aye.
Ron.
Aye.
Hess.
Aye.
All ayes. Motion carried
I guess
unanimously.
Cindy, or Stephen needs to sign that. He didn't.
No, he doesn't ever sign
He
it.
doesn't?
Mm-mm.
Really?
It goes. I send it to the DA's office in Enid,
Oh.
and then they must submit it to the state.
I make a motion to approve the payroll voucher for the election board secretary.
I'll second that.
Hess moved, Ronk seconded to approve the state payroll claim voucher for the election board secretary for February 18. All in favor?
Bobbit.
Aye.
Ronk.
Aye.
Hess.
Aye.
All ayes. Motion carried unanimously. OEMS Federal Surplus Property Program for D1.
Let's see. That's
It's
this right here. And
yeah.
Steven said he didn't need to sign off
no,
on
it's
it.
just a renewal thing.
Oh yeah, we should all have that.
We should.
Yeah, I was gonna
we
say.
should
Oh,
have
okay.
We
it.
all have one.
Does
I
it
don't
even
know.
need to come to the board? Or is it
Oh,
signed by the
I
board?
imagine it does.
Yeah, I imagine
Okay.
it would just take, yeah,
Okay.
Max will sign it, for his district, but yeah, no, I think we need to just to make sure, like, follow up, like, where's
Make
D2
sure that it-
and
yeah,
D3.
yeah.
I
Okay.
make a motion to approve the OEMS Federal Surplus Property Program sign sheet.
I second that.
Hess moved, wrong seconded to approve the OEMS Federal Surplus Property Program for D1. All in favor?
Bobbit.
Aye.
Ronk.
Aye.
Hess.
Aye.
All ayes. Motion carried unanimously. Contract for construction manager Jody Evans for Waukeeta Fire Department project. And the
DA has,
has
yes.
signed off
mhm.
on it. Okay. And the board, their board,
Their board has
good with
signed.
it.
I
Okay.
move to approve the
Yeah.
contract for
Excuse me, Cindy.
And I have it
Jody
signed
Evans
from
to
their
be
board.
construction manager of the Waukeeta Fire Department building.
I will second that.
Okay. Wrong motion has seconded to approve the contract for construction manager with Jody Evans for the Waukeeta Fire Department project. All in favor?
Bobbit.
Aye.
Ronk.
Aye.
Hess.
Aye.
All ayes, motion carried unanimously. Yeah, we need to send it to to them to sign it.
Yeah,
They
that's
have
why I
not
did
signed it.
3 copies.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Because actually Jody had sent the
Yeah, he
contract, and then
needs
I
to-
kind of changed a couple
Yeah, you
things.
changed something,
The
sent
da- like
back.
the actual title of the contract and that before I sent it up to Steve.
Okay, and we want to be sure we put a copy of that that exemption for Nick Evans.
Oh,
in that
okay,
file.
okay, sure,
So,
sure. Well, Jody had called this morning to see if he needed to be here, and I said, I don't think so. The DA had already signed off on it and everything, so.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I have all that already
Okay.
electronically filed and everything, and then I just put it all in. I have a folder that's everything to do with the Waukeeta Fire Department project. I have
Very
copies of
good.
that, yeah,
Got it in that folder, yeah.
yeah.
Let's see. Item M, is that a special one?
No, just kind of
In case
left it,
in case we
yeah,
needed something.
yeah, since we were
Okay.
the other kind of.
No action on item N. On item N, the courthouse and sheriff's office. Oh, do you have
They
something?
called.
I'm
They
sorry.
called Cindy. Jim Hamlin did. But Cindy called me and they were kind of wanting to know what kind of windows we wanted, and we needed to know right now. And I finally said, well, just have them bid it both ways.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that's right, because some of those the problem is, like on the second floor, we might really want windows that open
Could
because
open.
they need ways to get out
Mhm.
for fire.
Yeah.
And actually in some of these rooms, what if the fire is right there and we need out here?
Right.
I'm
right.
not so sure if I just soon have open. I get it that we're in enclosed, but I guarantee you, someone burns popcorn in this building, you gotta get the smell out. I've walked in
Mhm,
before and smelled burnt popcorn
Well, and
all day long.
Yeah.
I just thought that was kind of weird. We got to know right now. Well, this deal's been going on for 6 months.
Well, but I think what happened is that question came up in the pre-bid
Yeah.
meeting because
Oh,
they had a
got ya.
pre-bid meeting,
Got ya.
and that's
Got
what
ya.
I forgot to mention that to
but,
Pat.
but I
that-
told him, I said, if
Okay,
you want me to make a decision right now, I'm going to tell you no. But
so that being said, and they're gonna bid that, when are they going to?
they were going to go out for
think
bids
it's-
like.
They should be out.
Yeah,
They
they're
should
out.
be
yeah,
I
they're
saw it in
out.
the paper. I
It's-
saw it
they
was
should
in
be
the paper.
opening like
27th?
getting close.
Because
Yeah.
I saw it was in
Yeah,
last
I've got-
week's paper, Medford paper.
And I did cut that out of the paper as well and put that
Good.
in put that in my paperwork. So
Yeah, I think it's the 27th maybe that.
I think so.
It's here pretty quick, yeah.
So, okay, good job.
Thank you
So,
for
yeah,
telling me
taking
that.
care of that. Alrighty. So just note that Pat took care of that and had them bid both of them just in the minutes,
Okay.
if you note that. District Attorney's Office inventory of office furnishings and equipment. Oh, this is his inventory. Oh no, let's see. What
he
is it?
kind of has a little blurb of what
Okay.
they're moving stuff around and
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah,
guess I
because you had
should
told
read
me
this
about
up.
that the other day.
So
Yeah.
these are some office drawers and bookcases and
I think is he asking maybe do we have any place they can store some of it? Because I think with Penny getting new furniture, she's giving furniture and moving furniture and all this. And,
I mean, I've got room probably at my old shop or something. There's I don't know how much there is there, but we could probably store
some
of
stuff.
it.
I was gonna say I think he
Yeah.
just had like a bookcase or something on that first. Does he say
Yeah, it
anything
says
in
the
that?
DA office would like to return 2 sets of bookcases located in Rexon's portion of the county office. I can use bookcases at my shop.
So
I
that'd be
always need
perfect.
them.
Okay, okay.
We'd like to move them out of our office and off of our county inventory list. Dina and Judge are agreed to place 2 sets in the back of the courtroom as county object to store 2 desk units from our office until the time the state does a pickup of surplus. He's welcome to put in the desk, and I can use the bookcases
Okay.
unless you guys need them.
No,
Yeah.
I was
He's
just wondering
also
what-
asked me about, he's got a bunch of old paperback books. I don't know what they are. I'm going to go look at them. I said, I don't know if there's something that the libraries might want
Yeah.
or what. So I'll go look at them and see what they
Yeah.
are. I don't have any idea what they are.
at some point in time, though, we are going to have to try to figure out what to do with all this
Furniture.
old stuff.
Yeah,
that's-
we had a garage sale one time. In fact, at your office, it was when Louita was still here and Debbie, and we had it at my old shop. Everybody brought everything down to my old shop, and we just one Saturday had a deal, and I don't remember it. I think we just put prices on it. People could come by and buy it if they wanted it. No, we might have had to auction it off because I think you do. You have to auction it
Have
off.
to.
And I think someone did it for the county, like it might have been Cochran. For
I say we could talk
someone that-
Cochran into doing it. I'm sure.
Or, you know, even Major and Todd Fest, somebody might come do it for
Yeah.
just a free deal. If you
Yeah.
got just you're not going to get a lot out
Yeah,
of it.
yeah.
But it lets us
Get
clean
it out. Get it out of here.
Get it out.
Yeah. Well, I know, like Jenna has really been. Y'all ought to come look at the vault. How clean she's.
Yeah.
Well, because I know everybody's afraid to get rid of stuff, but at some point, a lot of this stuff it's just junk, and it's
Yeah.
more of a fire hazard than anything. And
That's what I'm
so,
afraid
Are
of.
they going to? I wonder if Johnson, King, and James, do they ever let us use that women's building? Maybe we could put all that stuff in that women's building and have them auction it off there.
I mean, yeah, we probably could. I mean, they're going to come over now that we got everything surplused, and they're going to come over and sell those buildings. So
Well, maybe should we? Would you mind checking
No.
with Keith and ask Keith if he would be willing to auction that stuff? I just thought
Oh,
put it in
yeah.
the maybe just stick it over there
Whenever
and
they're-
auction it off.
yeah.
The other, I don't know how much
Excess
stuff
stuff.
we've got, but that's coming up like here next month. It's,
April the 20.
Yeah. So people would
21st.
need to start
21st.
getting stuff hauled down
But
there.
even if we could get anything down
Yeah.
there now, I mean, even
It
if we
gets
don't get it all
even
out,
if you get $1, it's gone.
it's
It's
if we
gone.
could even get rid of some of it, even if we don't get through
Well,
everything
and
to
I
get
bet
down
you
there.
the fair board would want to put those old tables and chairs and stuff in there
Yeah.
too, that are just fire hazards.
Yeah.
Something. Ask them.
Yeah, because really,
Why
I
don't
mean,
would you mind
I'll
checking
talk.
into that?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Of course, I don't know what he'd charge on that kind of stuff, but he
Hey.
might not get anything. Might end up owing him money. I
Yeah.
don't
tell him
know.
I'll
Oh,
bake him a
wow.
cake
He told me like
or a
on
case
my-
of beer
on
if you'd
my-
rather have a case of
on
beer.
my stuff. He said, "I'll cut you a good deal."
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
he's a
He wants to help out the county.
I think
Yeah.
He does too. Okay.
So
Alrighty. So on that district attorney, I'll take but he can't do that because that's state stuff.
Yeah.
So he can store the desk at my place and I'll
Okay.
get the bookcases. He
Okay.
can take those and he if he hadn't surplused them, he can't surplus them now.
right.
yeah,
That's
Yeah.
true.
he
I
had
mean,
till
he-
yesterday.
Yeah, he can. We can take him, but he's gonna have to leave him on his deal until
Until
November, just
okay.
whenever we figure it out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we got that handled.
Okay.
Okay, update from the 2018 National Association of Counties NACO legislature. This was a really good one. We did a lot of work. You know, Trump's announced his infrastructure initiative. Of course, it's just his initiative. That's just his idea. The Democrats have now come out with their idea, and the Republicans are working on their idea. None of it's in bills. But this initiative is money on top of the money we're already getting. So this is extra money. So it's not, it's not changing.
200
it's,
billion.
Yeah, and it's over 10 years, be 20. And the good news is 25% of that money goes directly to rural counties, and it's got to have a match. 3Ps won't work for rural counties, but there are some other options. The only thing about that is the only thing that I've got real concerns, and we've talked to the administration about that, is it goes through the governor. So the governor, it says rural counties, or it says rural areas, population 50,000 or less. But we don't know if they mean the entire county is 50,000, or if you're looking at a city with 50,000. Which in a rural, when it says rural, it doesn't necessarily mean a county. So they could say, well, ODOT's got Highway 11 that comes through Grant County. Grant County's a rural area, and give the money to the highway department. That's where we're kind of trying to work something out that would actually come back to counties. I don't know if we'll get that done, but it went real well. I got to meet with the Secretary of Transportation, Elaine Chao, CHAO, and we got the transportation leadership. We got about 10 minutes with her after she spoke on stage, and she's there. Of course, Trump carried the rural counties, so they're very pro-rural counties. They're very pro-counties. Got to meet with EPA Administrator Scott Pruitt on this one agency, one decision, and it's going to be done where if we turn something in to be looked at for streamlining or anything else, sometimes that NEPA process can take forever.
Yeah.
They're going to give the agency 21 months to make their decision, and then they've got 90 days to issue the permit. Now, in 21 days, they may say no, but at least then it's no, or if you have to change something, it's not like, well, we think we're going to do it, we think we're going to do it, we think we're going to do it. You're going to have a decision, and then they'll have 90 days. Also, the streamlining of NEPA, they're going to change the small categorical projects to now, if it's 5 million or less, some of that stuff's, if
Goes away.
someone's already said it's good one time, like you're going to go back and you're doing an
Resurface,
overlay, and it's on the
road.
same footprint, and it's under 5 mil, same footprint, you're going to be good
That
to go.
makes sense
Yeah,
to me.
finally getting something done. So that went real well. And then we had the briefing on the Hill, the House, with the Congressman Sam Graves, and I presented on rural counties, talked about, counties in general, and again, emphasizing the need for one agency, one decision. Talked about our I-40 partnerships with the state, federal, locals. Also talked about the Tulsa Port of Catoosa was part of my deal. So it went well. A lot of good information, a lot of good meetings. So I do think that this administration is listening to counties and rural counties in particular. So I thought it was a really good meeting. Alrighty. road crossing permits, and I'm just now going out to look at, I just got that this morning for my K Electric, so I'm
Okay.
not ready for it.
Okay. We have
Do I have two of them?
Well, there's Union Valley.
I
And this
thought we
is-
already did.
No, that's District 3.
Oh, that's
Oh, I'm
yours,
sorry.
sorry.
But-
Okay, I thought we did
Well, is Brandon around?
He took his
that. He took his
grandma.
grandma to the, yeah, we signed one for them when I was here. Is it a different?
No, we didn't.
We didn't sign,
We
oh,
didn't
you
sign
looking,
it
oh,
because
you
he didn't
give you the money?
give any money.
Oh, well, did you get your money?
No, not that's what I was going to
Oh,
ask
I got,
Brandon.
yeah, I got
Oh,
you.
up at the top, does it say?
Yeah, but it
well,
says
But it doesn't
says-
say-
This page will tell you what the
Whether
check
he-
number is
Yeah,
and
the
all
third
of that.
page.
Third page here, there's a check number,
Oh.
the date it was
Yep.
paid, and the
Yep,
amount. There you go.
3-9.
There you
So
go. Got it.
I move to approve the Union Valley Petroleum Corporation permit.
I'll second that motion.
Is that the only one we've got to be approved? Okay.
Yes.
Ronk moved, Hess seconded to approve the road crossing permit. All in favor?
Bobbit.
Aye.
Wrong.
Aye.
Hess.
Aye.
All ayes. Motion carried unanimously.
Even though he shorted me $250.
Well,
Well, s-
don't
Well, then
do
do
it.
it.
Well, I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna say I'll do this one, but not again. I mean, because that you should have $250 for the mile, regardless. You can't be in the culvert if you're not in the mile.
Oh, is he going? I thought he was doing a road bore. He's going through. What's he
No,
doing?
he's going through a culvert.
This
This
is
is temporary pipe.
temporary pipe, so he needs to
Yeah,
say 500 plus the 250.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got ya.
And
I
that-
didn't see what it was.
yeah. I'll call him and tell him we'll do it this time. But
Who is it?
Dustin Johnson.
Oh. What's that other old boy's name at Union Valley?
Paul Youngblood.
No. Gray-haired guy. What the heck was his name? I can't remember right now.
He did a duplicate, so we're gonna have to.
I
He
got
shouldn't have
ya.
reissued the
I
number
got
again
ya.
because I'm getting to
I
look and
got
I'm
ya.
like, that's the same
Okay,
date.
got
It's the
ya.
same legal description.
Okay.
So I'll make sure to get that
It's
sorted.
Eagle Petroleum, who I was
But
thinking
Oh.
about.
it's so
Pardon
it's
me.
not
Yeah, I
two.
wouldn't know.
No,
It
it's
is
just
just
one.
one. Got ya. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, if it's an extra one, I can take it and. look at
Well,
it.
he
I'll redid it.
yeah, and it's dated and everything. So I'll
Okay,
just
give
I'll,
it- yeah,
I'll get,
okay, that's
I'll get
good.
that sorted.
Do we have any new business, Cindy?
No, ma'am.
Max, any new business?
No.
Patty, any
No,
new business?
I have none.
No business, none. Commissioner comments, Mr. Max.
Well, we got our new trailer back from ODOT. We like it. We've used it to move a few things, and so far so good with that. CMI machine's back. We took it over to Pat. We'll have to call Alfalfa County and tell them that here in a couple of weeks we'll be over to start on their road again. Steve Coward's funeral is today. I have several employees going to that. Wish their family the best wishes, and sorry to hear that. It just sorry to hear about Mindy Sink's father,
In-law.
Don.
Yeah, in-law.
Father-in-law.
Father-in-law. Excuse me. Yes,
Father-in-law
yes,
and
yes.
stepfather.
That's true.
Kind of like
That
someone
is
else I know
right.
that has
Yeah.
someone that's an uncle dad.
Yes. Yeah, I gotcha.
So yeah.
I forgot that.
I could say something, but I'm going to deny it.
you're
You're on
you're being
camera.
recorded.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. But that has happened in other families. So.
Yes.
We are still grading and things. We've hauled some material off of the Venture site out here where the highway project was. They give us some rock and stuff off that. We've been hauling. I got a bill from OG&E from the light pole that one of my greater hands broke, backed into, and I'm going to call them this afternoon and make sure that that's the final price. When they sent me the letter, at first they didn't send me the price, and then it said undetermined, and then I got this through this CMR, and I don't know. I don't think that CMR is a collection agency. I think it's part of OG&E's
Just
collection
make sure
department.
that every time you pull them out or they tear up your road max, make sure you get them billed properly for that.
Well,
in the
you know,
future.
I never have done that, and I've helped them out several times.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's usually been, I mean, unless you just totally mutilate something, but I was gonna say generally the utility company, because we do allow them to use our right of way, we do get them up and down the roads in weather, we do take care of them,
Yeah.
but, I really feel that that should have been waived.
Yeah, well, I thought so too. I had one other incident when we moved our crane and we got the boom of the crane stuck between two guy wires, and he didn't see it because the boom sticks out when we made the corner, and it tore down a pole. We was very, very fortunate that it didn't
No,
kill the employee.
right, exactly.
The wires wound up about 4 foot from the cab, and I was just happy that we survived it. But that cost the county a good chunk of money too, a lot more than this deal. But anyway, that's about all I have.
Patrick?
Went to ACO legislative breakfast last Wednesday and stuck around for some of Transportation Day. It was. I felt like I was listening to a broken record. I mean, everybody's understanding of how everybody's hands are tied. So, I mean, I think they did a good job of trying to make the best out of a bad situation. I did not go to the auction on Friday at Elk City. I was getting updates. The 980 cat loader of District 3's brought $66,000, which I thought was pretty low. The Fiat loader brought $8,500, which I thought was great. And the little cat dozer brought $19,500, which I thought was fantastic. But I also did hear that they were very low on equipment and people both. So, and I learned beforehand that there's no reserve and
Yeah, unless you're there to buy it back yourself and
Yeah,
you pay the
yeah,
bid, you
yeah.
pay
And-
the
yeah,
fee. Yeah.
yeah. So, it is what it is. But I was glad that I missed it because we were able to have a special meeting on Friday, and we imposed the burn ban that's going to go on till the 19th at least. And we were able, we got outside the 30-day deal to surplus the fairgrounds buildings. I was glad about that, and so those can be sold.
Even though the buildings wasn't on inventory, listed on
Yeah.
inventory, the ADA advised that
Probably
Well,
were
and
smart.
Okay, yeah,
It probably should, somehow it didn't get
It
put
should
on
have
there.
been.
It should have been on
Yeah.
because we're
Yeah.
paying taxes, we're paying insurance.
Right,
on it,
exactly.
So it
And
should
right.
it's-
be.
Well,
And I believe it's over $500.
yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't probably not now, but
Well, at that time it was probably $200
Yeah.
anyway, because we've upped that.
Yeah.
200, then it was $250, and now it's $500.
Right, and I while I was there at the Capitol, I poked my head in and spoke with Cheryl Wilson about that, and she said, "Yeah, you better do it."
And that's something
Yeah.
we'll work on too, is making sure all of the
So-
county.
You know, I was gonna say I'm not even sure my building might not have.
Well, and
a number.
that's,
I
I
don't
told the
know.
girls, I said, when this all came up, I said, okay, that's something else we need to work on then, is we need to get at least get a list of all of our buildings, and then we need to make sure that those buildings are
Right.
all put on the appropriate inventory list, so we will
Yeah.
work on that.
So, and then that's all I have on that. This week I'm going to be working with the CED engineers and trying to find a solution. There was a bridge that was taken out of service. I think it's 8 years now. It'd be a mile east and a mile and a quarter back north of Nash. And I've gotten phone calls over the years from now several different people, so it kind of tells me that it might be kind of important to do. So I'm going to be doing that. I plan on going to the CED meeting on Wednesday, as I'm sure Max is too.
Yes.
And that's about all I've got.
I would like to add one thing. I have I've closed the road between County Road 830 and 840 on Latimer, and we're replacing a bridge. There's a low water crossing in there now, and we've taken it out, and we're starting to build a bridge in there, and that road will be closed from 30 to 45 days.
What was is on Latimer between what?
Between 830 and 840.
Oh, and I'd also like to add that we're starting our grinding today on M&M Road. We're starting on that first mile north of Highway 60. We're gonna grind and kind of redo that 1 mile at a time.
And you're closing that while you grind?
Yeah. The locals have a way out.
You might want to send something to Rosie to put on the website that road is closed. Just
Okay.
Put something on there.
Do you want me to come up with
Yeah,
something for
she
you?
can probably
Do
I
you
don't-
mind?
Nope, I don't
Okay.
mind.
That'd be great.
I'll send it to you before I send
Yeah,
it.
just
Yeah.
until further notice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you could put Max's deal
Yeah.
on there, but he's putting
Yeah.
that road
Okay.
up that road
Yeah, that'd
close
be
to
all
it.
right.
That would be
Yeah.
great.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. We're back on rocking and doing some different things. In fact, next Monday on the agenda, I need you to add on there, we're going to do some phone fax quotes for rock hauling. I'm going to start on my REAP grant on that.
Oh,
So I'm
okay,
gonna get
and I
some,
have that
yeah,
documentation.
so I'm gonna start on that for that REAP grant, so I will go out for that stuff, and I'll need that put on there
Okay.
on those miles for that we're doing on that. There was a fire over at in the Deer Creek area last week during that really high winds. Big grass fire, and we had our track hoe about a mile from there, so we went over and we took some equipment and that track hoe and knocked some big trees down and to try to get them that stopped. And the fire department Deer Creek called to thank us for our work and our men helping with that. This week I will be going to the city. Their Senate Bill 1365 is supposed to go to the floor. I will probably go down to work on that. That's the one on our deferred comp matching to raise it from 50 to 80. I'm probably gonna, I don't know if I'll be at the CED meeting or if I'll go to the ACO breakfast. It depends what day that bill is heard, so I'm not sure which one of those.
50 to 100, right?
Yeah, I thought it was 50 to 100.
Right.
Okay, you
Did I
said
say?
80.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
thought, ooh.
Yeah, no, 50 to 100. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Okay,
Yes,
that's all right.
that is
Yeah.
correct. Yes. So I'm going to be working on that. I've got a meeting in Enid on Thursday with my Wheatland RC&D financial meeting. Jerry Donaldson is going to retire the end of this month. We are going to have a retirement party for her on March 28th. That's on Wednesday. She's going to take off Thursday for her Friday holiday, so she's going to be off. So that will be come and go from 2 to 4. Cindy, would you put an ad in the paper for that?
Mhm.
It'll be in our District 2 shop.
Okay.
She's worked for us since June of 2007, so she's been here not quite 11, little over 10
Yeah.
years, not quite 11 years. So we'll have cake and a punch.
Okay.
So, if you'd put that ad in the paper for us,
Mhm.
please. Other than that, just got a lot of. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead, after you get done.
No, I just got a lot of other projects. We're just trying to wrap up. Robert Moss did get released. He came back to work last week.
Awesome.
Good.
So he's back
Excellent.
on. He's still got to wear his neck brace, light duty, no lifting or anything. But he's able to at least come in and man phones and do some of that.
Yes.
So that's all I got.
Okay, back up to new business. I do have something I would like to add for new business. I met with the Alfalfa County Commissioner, Jay Haig, up there on Sandy Corner Road. We're starting to get a lot of truck traffic coming across our new CIRB, his and mine also. And we've talked about that, and we've got the paperwork, and we're gonna start the process of posting that road. with a sign that says no through commercial traffic.
That's our boyfriend.
So anyway, starting that paperwork, I was just gonna let you all know that we discussed that, and instead of putting up a weight limit on it, which his part of the road does have a 25-ton weight limit on it, mine does not.
Oh, okay.
But instead of posting that weight limit, 25 tons, which would be 50,000 total, which would eliminate county trucks running on that or whatever, we decided to put no through commercial traffic
That would be good.
on it. That'll take care of, let the oil companies still tend their wells, it'll let farmers, of course, be able to
Farm to
get their
market,
crop,
yeah.
farm to market.
Right.
And, but it will stop the
Fair.
cross-country traffic.
Passers-by, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so,
Yeah, I've got that here on going into Medford, M Road north here, you know, they can't drive through in Medford, you know, that was the city of Medford, we worked that out. That actually before I became a commissioner, and they have to come down the highway and then over or whatever.
we have to put that out, we have to, write a letter, we have to,
Notify the Troop J.
Troop S.
S?
Their weights and measures.
Oh, okay.
Public safety, we have to
Oh,
notify them, and then after that is all, and they've published that and are aware of that, then we can put that out.
Okay,
So,
okay, that sounds good.
that's my comment under new business, sorry.
Alright. With that, that brings us down to item number 10.
I make a motion that we adjourn.
I second that.
Hess moved, Ron second to adjourn at 10:02 a.m. All in favor?
Bobbit.
Aye.
Wrong.
Aye.
Aye.
Yes.
Aye.
All ayes, motion carried unanimously. We are
Okay,
officially
is that
adjourned.
10 or is that 11?
No, I changed that.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's 10,